What's up, guys? We are past the pop culture, back again for episode 38 with my co-host, Mr. Fen,
Hello.
and, of course, Ricky, the other co-host. So today we're going to be talking about the Game Awards and pretty much like a lot of the stuff that was shown off, a little bit of kind of like the announcements that were made too, kind of just going over, giving our thoughts, kind of how we felt about what went right, what may have went wrong, some of the games that were shown off, maybe just kind of were iffy. I don't know about you, Fen. Some of them were okay, but there was a lot of
Yeah.
cool stuff.
hmm
There was a lot of cool stuff, definitely. Definitely looking forward to some games here, though. And so, yeah, we're going to jump right all into it. So, I guess I kind of want to get the news out of the way, just for people to know, in case it concerns you. This is just some general stuff. So, Cuphead will be getting a DLC that's going to be dropping June 30th, 2022. So, if you play that game, I've been wanting to play that actually. I haven't gotten the chance. So maybe when the DLC drops, maybe I'll just pick it all up in one go. Fall Guys is going to be getting a Nightmare Before Christmas outfits that are going to be available from December 16th to the 27th. So if you play that, remember to go check that out. The Matrix Awakens, though. That dropped recently. And man, have you seen that?
Yeah.
That's
What the
crazy.
heck?
So that's a tech demo. If you guys are not too familiar with that, I don't want to go too much into it, but it's really cool stuff, really awesome. We're in an amazing time for video games technologically.
hmm
In terms of the industry and the health of the industry, that's a whole nother discussion.
Total
But
reverse.
definitely the technology is really awesome. It's crazy how all the glass is simulated, and it's really cool. I'd recommend 100% to check it out. It's got ray tracing and all this crazy stuff. But man, exciting times, I guess. Um, King of Fighters 15 is going to have its second open beta for PS4 and PS5. So from what I understand, there's no Xbox or PC. That's going to be from December 17th to the 20th. I'm tempted to check that out. What about you, Fen?
Actually, yeah, I might, because that's this week, right? Yeah. The
Yeah,
17th. Yeah,
so
I'll try that out.
yeah, maybe we'll do a stream because that would be
Friday.
Friday, I think. Yeah, so maybe we'll try it out. Maybe we'll do something there, or just at least have some footage of us trying it out because that'd be really fun. I've never played a King of Fighters game,
I don't think
so
I've played it either, actually.
yeah.
Mm.
So we also got Sonic 2, the movie. We got a date. It is April 8th, 2022. I'm excited for
Woohoo!
this. I'm excited. What about you, fam?
I'm so
What's
hyped
your
for that,
going through
especially
your head?
when Idris Alba talked. I was like, okay,
Oh
I'm
yeah, as
sold.
Knuckles. I
I'm
was like,
sold.
I get it. I get it. You
I'm
know,
sold.
I was personally kind of concerned with Idris Elba doing it because I haven't seen him in too many, I guess, comedy roles, I guess.
hmm
But after seeing him in Suicide Squad, I thought he did well. He's really good at bouncing off, other characters and stuff like that. So I think he'll do well in this. I'm looking forward to it. Jim Carrey, I don't really have to worry about, comedy wise. I loved him as Dr. Eggman, or is it Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman in this one? I always forget which one he is. Is
Robotnik.
he Robotnik in the movies?
Yeah,
He's
Robotnik.
Robotnik. All right, thank you, Stop
Yeah.
Toy. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this. Of course, we will be dropping a review on that. So look out for that in the future. It cannot come soon enough. Just cannot. And then another one, though, is the Halo TV series, which will be exclusive to Paramount Plus. And that's going to drop in 2022. We don't know 100% when that's going to drop. But thoughts on that, fan? Because you're a bigger Halo fan than me.
Again, I don't want to buy Paramount Plus just to watch it. I mean,
You know, it's not a streaming service seller. Well, say
no,
that 5 times as fast.
it's not. I don't even know what else is on Paramount Plus, but it's like, I feel like maybe they should just had it like on the YouTube, Xbox channel. 30 minutes. That would have been a better
Mm-hmm.
option, but I don't think I
I,
will go out of my
I
way.
yeah, I don't think this is enough to get people to buy Paramount Plus.
hmm
It's probably going to be dead on arrival. If it's just not able to bring in the customers to Paramount Plus, because I don't know anybody who's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get Paramount Plus. It's kind of
Yeah,
sad.
sadly.
I hope it's really good, but I just don't really want to pay for another streaming service. I really don't. That's the thing, and that's going to be the toughest hurdle now. Because if this would drop on Netflix, instantly everyone would watch it, right? Because everyone has Netflix.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's kind of sad that we are just going to end up probably missing out on this one because we don't want to pay whatever it is, probably $5-9, whatever it is a month. Um, but I don't know, maybe if they have like a free trial or something or reduced cost. So
Well,
you can get it through
if they
Prime
release
Video.
all of it.
Okay, you can get it through Prime Video. Oh, I didn't know that because they were just saying that it was Paramount Plus that it was going to be like
Wait, you can
exclusively
get the whole
that.
series through Prime, or can you get
Yeah,
Paramount Plus through Prime?
because then that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking forward to it until they mentioned like it's Paramount Plus, and I'm like, ooh. So, but we'll
Yeah.
have to see. We'll definitely have to stick around and see. Maybe we change our minds on that if we know the series is gonna be super good. I don't know, but a lot of games were shown off at the Game Show Awards. A lot more content. I was surprised to see. I was happily surprised, I guess. But I felt like a lot of them were just kind of hit or miss. Like you either are like excited
Hmm.
or just kind of like meh. Uh, One game like to start off with is Tunic. So I'm not sure if you just want to kind of show the trailer stuff in the background so you kind of know what
Yeah.
we're talking about. But it's a Legend of Zelda style game, and you basically play as like a
A cute fox.
anthropomorphic fox. Yeah, like it's. I love the art style. It has like this cool low poly art style. It's amazing. Just it looks pretty polished. I mean, look at that. I mean, come on. Of course, if you're not here with us live, we're just showing off the trailer. But it looks really awesome, and I'm very interested. It gives me like very old school Legend of Zelda vibes to it.
Hmm.
Seems like it's kind of like has a little bit of puzzles you got to solve, action adventure. It seems like it's all there. Great animation. I'm definitely keeping this on my wish list. Um, they've been showing it off before, and as soon as they've shown it off, I've always been interested in it.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep tabs on this. But I want to hear your thoughts, Fan.
I'm pretty hyped for it, especially because I think it's coming to Xbox, and so I know it's going to be
Mhm.
free on the Game Pass. So I'm definitely gonna have to pick this
Oh
up, especially because it does
man,
like heavy emphasis on like the Zelda like feeling, I guess. And I do
yeah,
like I have a soft spot for games that are kind of like Zelda like, I guess.
yeah.
So like this checks all the boxes for me, and it's a cute fox.
Mhm.
It's like, man, I want to be a fox
Dude, you
swinging a
can't go
sword.
wrong, man. They're hitting all the right things. It seems like,
Hmm.
but it was very. I think this trailer was pretty similar to the last trailer they showed off. I do not know. I don't remember when it's supposed to drop or if it's still a work in progress. But definitely, I recommend anybody just keep it up. If you want us to keep up with it, definitely let us know because that's something I want to keep up with. And if you guys want to hear more news or have us keep track on it, let us know. The next game I want to go over is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it's described as a multiplayer horror game. And
Yeah.
so it's kind of a violent trailer. I'm thinking it's a Dead by Daylight clone. I kind of saw a little bit of footage, gameplay footage,
Hmm.
and just meh. It's meh. I don't know. What about you, Fen?
Well, it's actually interesting because it's based on like the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, so they're gonna make a game about a movie, which I guess is okay, but multiplayer. So it's like, why wouldn't they just put this like as an expansion or something for Dead by Daylight?
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's not gonna be like the type of, you run away from him, but you can't
But
really
that's
do anything. You
basically
can't really do anything else besides
that's
run
basically the
away.
gameplay.
Yeah.
From what I saw, if that's actually the gameplay,
Hmm.
they well they did a game with Friday the 13th. Yeah, and I thought Friday the 13th was okay. I'm just personally not too into the whole multiplayer horror kind of like subgenre that's kind of
Hmm.
going on with like Dead by Daylight. I've played it. I was into it for a bit, and now I'm kind of like, like it's okay. Now, what is it? Now they're working on NFTs and all that stuff for Dead by Daylight instead of fixing the game. But that's a whole other conversation
Don't
for
open
another
that can
for
of worms.
another, for another podcast. Because I was like, what the heck? Um, But yeah, it looks like it could be interesting, but it's probably gonna kind of just fall into that Dead by Daylight uh box, I guess. But I don't know, Fen. What do you think? Just
Yeah, I
meh,
agree.
pass.
If it's gonna just be, like, again, like Friday the 13th or Dead by Daylight, I don't really see a point. But if they focus
Mm-hmm.
maybe like more on the story, or like they try to explain
Mm-hmm.
everything and it's like that has that kind of stuff, then maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
I'm not like
because
a huge horror
these
fan.
these games had their time. They were fun,
Hmm.
because I mean, how old is Dead by Daylight? Like 3+ years.
1 million years old.
Yeah, so it's like, I just, I don't know. For me, it's not my thing. If you enjoy that kind of stuff, man, more power to you then. But yeah. The Expanse, though, is the next one. It's Telltale's coming back. They fell a little bit from grace, with their bankruptcy and all that other stuff,
Whoa, whoa,
but
whoa!
they're
Don't
coming
bring that up.
back. Sorry, Telltale. But yeah, it's based off a TV show. I have not seen it. I think my dad's probably seen it. I'm not sure if you've seen the show.
I haven't seen it. I don't think I've
No,
even heard of
okay,
it.
but from what I understand, it's like a whole sci-fi thing. It's pretty good. I think, and I don't know. I haven't been too keen on Telltale's games. I played The Walking Dead.
Hmm.
When they had that, I thought that was a really good game. But I just don't know if this is the direction they want to go, because they keep picking up, IPs to make games, and that's kind of what screwed them over in the first place.
Hmm.
Especially with another game that we're going to be talking about later. But yeah, this is an interesting choice to start off with. But it seems like the people who are big fans of this series are super excited. So hopefully it's a good game. We get a quality game. Of course, just kind of gonna stick around and see what they got for us.
I
Hopefully they
hope it's
learn their
I hope it's
lesson.
good.
Yeah,
Telltale needs, a pat in the back, but I'd rather them like make their own IP. I don't know. Why are they always
yeah,
doing,
like an
other
original.
IPs?
Because they got talented people over there.
Hmm.
But yeah, it'll be definitely. I would like to see them come up with their own original
Yeah.
ideas, like and make that for a game. But that seems like that's not necessarily what the angle is on this one.
Hmm. All right. Next
And
one
so,
is.
Have a Nice Death. This one actually got me really interested. Really like the art style. So it seems like it's gonna be basically like a Metroidvania, where you're gonna
Hmm.
play
Hmm.
as the Grim Reaper. What are your thoughts, man?
I'm hyped for
Because
this again.
really,
Like, I have a soft spot again for these type of games. I'm gonna probably say this
yeah.
like 6 times, and it's
Anything
like,
that reminds us
yeah,
of games from our childhood, we get instantly
yeah.
excited
Well,
for it.
like, not only that, but it's
Mhm.
like Hollow King and all that. It's like such good games, and it looks
Hollow King,
beautiful. Yeah, I think that's what it's
Hollow Knight.
called. Hollow Knight, whatever. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like those
You're
type of
not a real
games.
gamer fan. You
Yeah,
lost all
sorry,
credibility.
sorry. Fake fan, by the way. No, but
Right.
yeah, I am extremely excited for this, and I would definitely hopefully
Mhm.
play it.
Yeah, definitely one that's going to be again on the wish list. I'm hoping so many of these games come to the Xbox Game Pass, because Xbox Game Pass been popping off lately.
Yeah.
So definitely looking forward to this
I think
one.
it's
But
almost guaranteed if it says it's coming out on Xbox, right?
guaranteed. But yeah, we have a pretty good chance. But yeah, I'm definitely
Yeah.
keeping an eye on this one. Looks very fun. Looks like it's got fluid animations and everything. Uh, it seems like it's gonna have a little quirky
Oh yeah.
story with
See,
it too.
look at
So look
that.
at that. Look at that.
Oh man, this is a terrible
Not
idea. We don't
watching
be
live,
watching
you're
the
missing out.
trailers.
Yeah, no. I mean, I always enjoy watching the gameplay trailers and stuff. So yeah, that's coming March 2022.
Hmm.
So yeah, let's if you want us to keep up to date with the stuff, let us know, man. Let us know what games to track, cuz I don't know. I have fun looking at all the games, seeing what's coming out, like what's new. Another interesting game, though, that seems pretty like artistic and might have a really cool premise here is Planet of Lana. Planet of
Oh
Lana.
yeah.
I don't know how's the best way to pronounce that, but I'm assuming it's going to be kind of more of like a planet adventure exploration game. I guess that's kind of like what I've described it as. But for you guys watching live, we can see the trailer. But the best way to describe it is that you're like on these like robotic creatures, and you're traveling like this desert. I guess, and I'm not sure you're fighting them or what. I don't know what's the best way. Just saw a commercial
I
for a
think I
spring
think
movie.
I think
Oh,
the
sorry.
the way I'm going to be getting hyped for this is because the guy who made the music made the same music for like The Last Guardian. I don't know
Ah,
if you played that, and this is
I
pretty
haven't, I
much what
haven't
he
had a
makes,
chance.
and it gives me like a Shadow of the Colossus vibe, except
Yeah.
it's like a sideways view, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
I just like the overall aesthetics of it and like the art and like how
Mm-hmm.
like that's like an interesting language where he's not really saying
Yeah.
words. I don't know, like
You're always a sucker for desert planets, right? Like, it's
maybe
like
I
it's
am. I don't know.
you can't go wrong with this aesthetic and the feel. It's kind of almost like a watercolor palette that it's got on it, like
Hmm.
and it just kind of I don't know. It sparked my interest. It's definitely you're playing as like a young not child, but like someone pretty fairly young. But it's just I don't know, man. It just really sparked my interest,
It
and
looks beautiful.
I don't know. I just really wanted to show it off and talk about it because I don't know. We don't know much from what
Hmm.
but it just looks so interesting. But we're seeing a lot of sci-fi lately, Fen. I don't know
Hmm.
about you, but we've been seeing a lot of sci-fi. And why do you think that? Because it seems like
I don't know. That's
everything's
maybe because
sci-fi
Star Wars
lately.
isn't in theaters anymore. We need some more we need some more sci-fi in our life. But
Yeah, man.
I'm okay with it, especially if it's like it's sci-fi, but it's still like a desert, and it's still like what
Mhm.
is that cute dog or mouse?
Mouse rat
Sorry,
thing. What the
this was a
dog
terrible
doing?
idea. What the
What the
dog
dog
do?
doing? Yeah.
Uh,
But
sorry.
man, it's definitely 2022. It's kind of cryptic. I love cryptic games. It seems like it's going to be a fun one. It is coming to Xbox. It looks like if we saw at the very
Yeah,
like end
see,
there.
another free game.
So
Oh, I can't wait.
yeah, dude. Just make every game free at this point for us, please. But
I wouldn't complain.
this next one though, I've not played the first one,
Me neither.
but Hellblade 2 looks absolutely astonishing. Visually impressive. It is just I was like baffled. Like how the seamless transitions between
Yep.
like in-game to cutscene. I'm not even sure if it's cutscene. I'm not sure if it's just like rendered right then and there or what. But this is apparently in-game footage from what I'm told. I don't believe it still. I think I misunderstood, but it literally I was like, this is pretty good stuff, man. It's amazing. Like, man, dude, I've not played the
I
first
love
one.
games when they can make like such a beautiful looking cinematic and then instant cut or like just instantly start
Yeah.
playing and it's like same quality, same everything for like
Hmm.
actual gameplay. And like
Dude, but
uh
I can't get over like it makes me want to play the first one just from this trailer alone. I don't like getting too hyped over trailers sometimes because then you end up disappointed. But man, dude, like it was like what the heck? Like we're like I don't know.
I
I
want all
missed the
video
first.
games to look this beautiful.
Yeah, I mean it's the shout out to all the artists and developers that are working on this because honestly, man, it is so crazy that we've gone to this level of detail,
Yeah,
man.
see
Like,
that like just the like it's
dude, the
cinematic and then
seamless
all of a sudden you're playing.
transition, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so good. I don't know why. It just looks so awesome, and I can't sing its praises enough. I do not know how well the game did in terms of like rating wise. I know a lot of people liked it. I know some people weren't the biggest fan of it, but I don't know. Definitely gonna have to look into it because this one I heard about it, kind of went under my radar, kind of ignored it. But now that the second one's coming out after seeing this trailer, man, dude. I mean,
Can't
just
wait
look at
for it to
that.
blow up my computer while we stream it.
Yes. Yep. But yeah, if you haven't had a chance, of course, for the people who are listening to this, on a podcast where you can't see the footage, I definitely recommend looking up the trailer if you haven't seen it, because Hellblade 2 is the look of it is definitely next gen. That is next gen right there, like graphics and everything.
Look at that. Attack on
So
Titan? What is that?
yeah, that's literally what everyone was saying. Attack on Titan looking
Uh,
giants, man. Yeah. First one is more like a horror game. Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
see,
I like horror games.
yeah, so the first one, I don't remember because I've seen gameplay of the first one. I don't remember it being
Yeah.
like the second one.
Yeah,
I
how it
could be
seems like they're
wrong.
showing off here. Because it seems like it had a little bit of puzzling involved, if I remember correct, because it's
Mhm.
like she has like this special focus site or something like that. I don't really remember. I could be mixing it up.
I think it
But
was a
man,
short
look at
game
that, dude.
too. But
Yeah.
like this
I
one,
I
man. Whew.
Man, dude, if it's a short game but it looks this good, man, honestly, I'm fine. Cause like I know a lot of people are really want like these big long adventures for games. But honestly, if a game is a solid 10, 20 hours, and it's the most solid 10, 20 hours a game could get, I'm fine with that. Personally, some people aren't, and they like the time. But it's just personally just being busy. Sometimes I just can't sit there. So I always appreciate a short game. So if
Look
it
at
is
that.
short
No
and it is
frame drops.
I don't know, man. It's crazy, dude. But
We should not watch all
we're
this
gonna
trailer, but
we will sit here for the next like 6 minutes loving this trailer. But I do want to move on to the next one, which is Star Wars Eclipse. Now, Fen, this is more for you. I'm gonna hand this off to
okay.
you.
First of all, I
What's
was
up?
excited until they didn't release a date, and this is extremely early, like footage.
Yep.
So I'm thinking because it's from the same people who made like Heavy Rain, Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
Become Human, or whatever. So in that aspect, I'm pretty excited for that because now you're gonna have to have certain choices, and those choices affect like the whole universe. So it's gonna be very interesting how they do it because I know it's like before the Skywalker saga.
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently you could play a bunch of different characters. I can't wait, like the quick time events with like a lightsaber duel or something. Oh, and if it looks this good, but you know,
I don't know,
I won't
Fen.
hold my
Those
breath
there's
on
not
that
good
one.
things there. We gotta,
But yeah,
man,
I mean,
dude.
it sucks that there's no release date, like no info when it's gonna come out. They just said here's the trailer and here's like
Mhm.
no gameplay is ready, nothing's ready for it. So it's like why they show this.
Yes. That's been my problem because like for the next game that we're going to show off, which is Wonder Woman,
Hmm.
and talk about that, a problem that I just wish would game developers and publishers would stop doing is just only showing cinematics. We need to see the gameplay because I think a lot of us players now just have such little faith in these
Hmm.
cinematic trailers, which they look awesome. Like, look at that. That is so cool. But let's be honest, like we have such little faith that this is actually gonna look good. Like they put all this effort in a trailer just for it to look like it's a GameCube game. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's so yeah, like it's crazy to me how we still are doing this though.
Exactly. They did the same
Yeah.
exact thing with Logan. That's 100% correct. It's like, yeah, it gets you excited, but when they don't have a release date, we're gonna forget about this like next year. And
Yeah.
what are they
And
gonna show us next year? Just another trailer, and it's like, well, let's
yeah.
try to keep you hyped, but
And
you
because
know,
something like we've always talked about is like, is it actually worth making this? Like from a
no.
business standpoint, I don't know. Like we see it and it's like it's a well-known IP. It's Star Wars. Who doesn't know Star Wars, right? People who are gonna buy it are people who love Star Wars. They're gonna get it. They just need to see the gameplay to buy it. I don't think doing this whole cinematic like stuff, like don't get me wrong, it's cool, but again, it's just like I don't know like how worth it is it? Like putting
I don't
all
think it
because
is.
it's taking away like I don't know if like it's just some artists in house are doing it or they kind of ship it out, get
Hmm.
it, have someone else do these trailers for them. But it's like I have to imagine the resources that go into this is fairly immense to get such like high quality looking, animations and all that. So like in rendering, so it's like I don't know. It does baffle me how like we're just getting these like really gorgeous trailers, but I don't know if it's that much worth it because um like for the Wonder Woman, it's a cool 40-second teaser, but it's just kind of like a slow zoom across like Wonder Woman, and
You
it's
know what
just
she
like
looks
why
like.
announce it? Yeah, it's like why announce it? Like I don't know,
I think
but
the only time it would be okay if they announced something like Wonder Woman or like the Star Wars game
mhm,
is if they show another trailer for a game that's coming out in a year. Like, hey,
yeah,
this is what we're also working on, but here's something to hold you off.
because
Because like this
like
one
this
looks interesting, but
because yeah, like a Wonder Woman game sounds amazing. I want it. When? Okay, gameplay. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that's the problem with like a lot of AAA stuff. It's just that I feel like they're starting to get more and more out of touch with
well,
what we really
like
want to
the
see.
one thing that pissed me off about the Wonder Woman trailer is because the people who are making it are the people who made the Lord of the Rings game. And then like
Yes.
there's already rumors starting that it might have like the Nemesis system like that those games had. And it's like, well, I don't
Mm,
know how they're gonna do it for Wonder Woman, but it's like just the idea of like the possibilities for that, it's
hmm.
huge. But again, it's like, oh, when am I gonna get it? It's like why am I
Yeah.
gonna be hyped
I
for
mean,
years?
What do you think the gameplay is going to look like for a Wonder Woman game? I'm thinking it's going to be pretty similar to like Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, like the
Hmm.
Arkham series for
Hmm.
Batman. I think that's kind of like what we're going to get. Um, but I don't know how they're going to incorporate that because Wonder Woman is a very powerful character.
Hmm.
So I wonder how the power scaling is gonna work because I think like a game like Spider-Man, they handled the power scaling fairly well. But what do you think, fam? What are we
I
kind of
don't.
looking at
Yeah,
here? Do you think this?
that's another concern because with the whole Nemesis system, it's like, all right, you're Shadows of Mordor or whatever, and you're going against
Mhm,
orcs. That kind of makes sense. They have different tiers of orcs and blah 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 blah. But it's like
mhm.
if you're a Wonder Woman, like how
Of
do you
course,
make a
yeah.
tier system for just like normal
Mhm.
bad guys? They're still gonna like get demolished unless they have
Yeah.
like here's the main villains and then they somehow just get stronger or something. I don't. I
Mhm.
do like the idea, but I don't know how it's gonna be executed without it like being stupid.
Yeah, yeah. I am wondering about the Wonder Woman game because it could get a bit dicey. I hope that leveling up and all that stuff is well balanced and everything, but it will be definitely one to look out for. I'm surprised they didn't do a Superman game because everyone's been
Yeah.
talking about and rumors like, oh, a Superman game, a Superman game. Hey, there's like from like what we heard, a lot of people thought Superman, and so it's very interesting they went with Wonder Woman though.
It'd be
It's
interesting
very
though
interesting.
if they canceled because I know they canceled the Superman game, and they chose to do Wonder Woman instead.
Yeah.
I wonder what the
I,
thought
I, I,
process would be for that.
yeah, I do wonder that. I think just maybe kind of the same thing, like how do we balance Superman?
Hmm.
And so hopefully, with this Wonder Woman game, we can get some gameplay soon. Because just a 40-second teaser, it's way out. It's way out. If they only have a 40-second teaser to show off, it's way out from production. And I don't like that because then when they do inevitably cancel these kind of games, not saying this game's going to get canceled, but a lot of the times the games get canceled and
Hmm.
they just want us to forget. And it's like, why? I'm keeping tabs, and I'm like, dude, I want to see the game.
Don't
You
worry,
told us
next year
so,
we're gonna
man.
see her standing up.
Yeah, and yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, is there any villains you would like to see show up? Like
I
Cheetah
don't
or.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, obviously like the cheetah, but it's like
Mhm.
I just can't wrap my head around how they're gonna do that. Like if you beat Cheetah once, does she become Super Cheetah or something? Like like
Ay,
I don't
ay,
know.
ay.
Or like and then like if you beat them or whatever, do they just run away and then you have to fight
Yeah,
them
I do
again?
wonder if it's kind of like a boss fighting game or if it's going to be like in the realm of a Batman Arkham series game, which
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's going to play very similar
Have
to
you played the Lord of the
Arkham.
Rings like Shadow of Mordor?
No, I have not. I
Oh,
heard they
okay.
were pretty good though. They were pretty fun,
Oh yeah, they're really
but
good.
I'm willing to bet they're gonna copy Batman. I'm willing to bet because just
Yeah.
because it's been there, it's tested and stuff like that. I think they're gonna try the Batman formula here, but it'd be interesting because we do have another DC game coming out, but I do want to move down the list though because there's this one which Nightingale, which I haven't seen many people talk about this game actually. I did
Yeah.
not know about this until we saw the trailer for it. So it's like a Victorian FPS survival game, which is like what?
I like the
It's,
aesthetic of it instantly.
yeah, it's like a Victorian cyberpunk.
Kubo.
I guess like look at that.
That's actually disgusting,
Like
but we won't.
but yeah, so I don't know much about how this game works. They did show like a little bit of gameplay, like them making like a little base, them
Mhm.
shooting and stuff like that. But it's yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts, man? Because I don't know. It looks interesting.
It does.
I
It
just
looks
don't have
interesting,
much to
but
say on it though.
again, the execution. Like, can we make our own character, or do we choose a character? Like, can we make
Mm-hmm.
clothes, or like, why are we hunting? What is
Yeah.
that thing? Or like, are those like
Is that?
bosses? Or are those just like random,
Mm-hmm.
objects that you can do? Because if it's a survival game, I expect there to be some kind of customization, right?
Yes.
I
And I
hope.
wonder how this is gonna work out because it's probably a survival game light. I guess maybe like it's gonna be story focused or something, but because I
But
don't think it's gonna be straight up survival only.
I think it should.
Because you know, I don't know,
Cause
man.
like just the fact that like how they showed where you can build like a whole little village is like, man,
Yeah,
sign me up for that. Like I can
Yeah.
imagine us building that because like maybe it's like what's it called? That zombie, that really ugly looking one,
Yeah,
Seven
but it's gonna.
Days to Die or whatever.
Oh, and 7 Days to Die. There's
Yeah.
stuff like that. Oh, yeah, it could be like that. Kind of giving me Conan Exiles vibes a little bit on some of
Hmm.
the like how the monsters seem to interact. But yeah, definitely a game we're gonna be looking into. I don't know, like, if anybody in chat knew about this game existing, like
I don't think
before,
so because it's
like,
the reveal. But man,
because this is the
those
reveal, right?
clothes,
Because
yeah.
okay, yeah, because oh man, because I don't remember if this was a world review. Because I thought I saw some footage or trailer about it beforehand. I just can't put. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up again. But definitely keeping that in tabs. That's an Unreal game. Seems like everyone's just using Unreal.
Well, yeah. Look how beautiful it looks. Like I
Yeah,
would do the same thing.
yeah. And then of course we're going to the Lord of the Ring
Ah,
game.
I don't even want to talk about this one.
So, Fen, this is your realm here. Seems like you're a little more passionate about this than me.
Okay, look, fine. I'm fine with Lord of the Ring games. Um, but a game about Golem who looks stupid. Sorry, I I
Yeah, a lot of
don't
people are complaining the eyes. He looked too
like. This
cartoonish.
isn't Sonic before they fixed it, you know. And like,
There's still
and
time to
they still
fix it.
have no release date. So they've shown us like I think two or three
Hmm.
trailers, and they've
Hmm.
shown us gameplay,
Yeah.
and it's still no release date. Is that because they know it's gonna suck? Are they just
No,
waiting for somebody to say, "Hey, this game looks fun"?
I
Like,
have no idea, man.
it's been
I have no
years.
idea.
Nobody, I don't want this.
Yeah, cause yeah, a lot of my favorite. There's some comments that were like, "This is like playing a sniping game where you play as the spotter." It's like you could have played as like cool, warrior or something with cool armor. No, no, no. They want you to just play as Gollum.
You're
But
the
no, I
telescope
mean,
in the shooter game. That's literally what you are. But
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see the
That's
point.
you're the spotter. Like, yeah, it's. I guess it's kind of like a stealth game from what they showed up. I saw a little bit of footage. It's very forgettable for me. I have no interest in this, pretty
Exactly.
much. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's just the stealth section of the Arkham games. That's the best way to explain it. Yeah, dude, that's exactly right.
But you
It's
get like
it's
a
like
baby looking weird little golem monster thing.
It's like, yeah, it's like the stealth section of the Arkham games, but you can just do no takedowns. It
Yeah.
kind of seems like you're just kind of going along. I mean, I don't know what was the thought process behind this, because there's a lot you can do with this, but
But like golem stealth
yeah,
game?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe we're wrong, and it's gonna be like the best game of
No.
2020 whenever it comes out,
This
and I would
podcast
laugh
is
so
never wrong.
high. We're never wrong. If
And
it
when
is,
this
we
game
delete
comes
it.
out
No,
in
just kidding.
2030, we're still gonna be right.
You see, but yeah, this is not looking up to shape up to be something really good. Of course, a lot of people just don't seem very happy with it. Some people are kind of excited, but they're kind of like having a little bit of copium, where it's like maybe it could be good. It's like a little
Lord of the
stealth game. You
Rings
get to explore the
copium.
world. Yeah, so we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, definitely some people are huffing some copium here. Definitely some people are just meh. But I don't know. For myself, probably not gonna play it. Probably
I'm
not
not.
gonna. It's not gonna be
There's
on the radar
nothing
for
they can
at
show me
least
that
a
will
few
make me play
years, because there's no way that's just ready. But
it.
interesting in here,
But at the
Sonic
flip
Frontiers,
side,
man.
like heck yes.
Sonic
Like freaky. We
Frontiers,
get a Kirby open world and now we get a Sonic open world.
dude. We're
Quote
getting
quote.
like these cool post-apocalyptic games. But dude, when I saw this, I was getting like, ooh, let's go, boy, let's go. As a kid, I played the Sonic games. Wasn't a huge fan, but as I got older, I became more of a Sonic fan.
Mhm.
Probably one of my favorite games, like the one of my not my favorites, because of course my favorites are like the original. But
Mhm.
the last game that I really enjoyed was Colors, Sonic Colors, for me. I haven't played a Sonic game like after that I've really enjoyed.
Mhm.
That wasn't like going back to the old ones. So I'm kind of not. I don't want to go on the hype train here, but
Too late. I already am on the train. Choo
it's looking interesting.
choo.
This is like an open world Sonic game.
But look how
I don't know
good it
what's going on
looks.
here, man. I don't know what's going on here. I don't think it's open world. I don't know what it is.
It has
I
to
don't know
be.
what we're getting here, but it's definitely looking interesting. Man, but
Holiday. We have to wait a whole year.
yeah, dude,
Which I'm fine with.
2022. Yeah, but at least it's like again within a year. They're showing it off now, getting a little bit of hype. But yeah, I am definitely gonna want to talk about that gameplay once we get it.
Yeah, see,
But
open zone freedom.
okay,
Is this Dark Souls but Sonic? Is this
Dark
a Souls?
Souls
What's
with
what? Is
Sonic.
it a Souls like?
Did we just find the title for the video?
Yeah.
Is Sonic becoming the next Dark Souls? And then just put our faces. There we go. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
trolling.
Yes.
Sonic of the
But
Colossus. There we go.
Sonic of the Colossus.
Shadow of
No.
Sonic. There we go.
No. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna steal that one. Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
I'm hyped
But
for it.
yeah, dude. I am hyped. I've been wanting a good Sonic game to come out. We're getting the movie. We're getting the game now. It's like, ooh, it's next year. Next year's gonna be a good year for Sonic fans, man. Because I think they're doing another collection thing or something.
Mhm.
I don't remember, but I remember someone saying something like that. But
I want a
don't
remake of
quote
the
me on
one where
that.
you can like breed the what are those little things called? The little like chibis
I
or whatever
don't.
they're called. I don't know what they're
Yeah, the
called.
little chibi looking things.
Yeah,
Yeah, the little flying stuff, whatever.
that game was my jam. All right,
Really?
I played that game
But
so much.
Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Now, we got a little bit of gameplay. I think this is the one with the gameplay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. Okay, but yeah. I was worried about this game, to be quite honest with you guys. I still am.
Oh,
But
really?
now that I've seen a little bit of gameplay,
Hmm.
kind of eased, my worries a little bit, but definitely because we were not getting any gameplay for the longest time. This was announced a while ago, and now we're kind of seeing some stuff. I don't know. What are your thoughts, man? Because I'm
Yeah,
just kind of
I know we did share concerns, but after
cautiously optimistic.
yeah, but after like seeing Guardians of the Galaxy do like I guess pretty darn well, and like now this
Mhm.
game is pretty much gonna be the same thing. I'm assuming, like you can probably change in between them,
Yeah,
and it looks fun. I'm a sucker for DC, obviously, but
yeah. We're
w-
DC shills over
yeah,
here, so hopefully.
I mean I hope it's good. Yeah,
Dude, yeah,
exactly.
it is made by the Arkham games. That's why I have good faith there. But for a while now, we weren't really seeing much, and I was getting a little bit worried because again, they love showing little cool, like trailers and stuff, but
But it's
we
like
weren't getting
scripted.
gameplay. And whenever I don't see gameplay, I get concerned, man. But look at that, man. That looks like that's a
It
fun
looks
game.
fun. Like watching
Yeah,
this, it convinced me like maybe we should play it.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
But
I mean,
will it suck? Who
I
knows?
yeah. I don't want to be over here, shilling for it too quick. But
You can't have
after
blind
just
faith with DC
yeah,
video
yeah, yeah.
games.
As a DC fan, we've known to take the disappointment. You can't huff the copian. You
Yeah.
really
The
can't.
first one sucks, but the remake is always better. So let's wait a
Give it
couple
like
years for
10
this.
years when they reboot the series, and then we'll get a good game. But yeah, no. Yeah. So definitely one to look out for. Uh, we'll keep
But
tabs on it.
if
Let
it's
us
like
know if you guys
open
want us to keep
world,
tabs on
like open world like the Arkham games where like yeah, you have your
it. Mm-hmm.
missions but you can walk around and like go to them, then I'm all for that.
Uh-huh.
But they're putting a
Yep.
heavy emphasis on the Flash. So is he
Yeah.
going to be the only like main bad guy?
I think he's probably gonna be like a pretty big story piece, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting how the story's gonna play out, though.
Mm-hmm. Look at him doing Kamehameha.
Um, what?
Sorry, it was just the part where he did. Never mind.
I was like,
But
what?
see, like, watch. I bet you they're gonna make a part two. Part one is gonna be only Flash. Part two is the rest of the heroes. I'm calling it.
You think so? You're gonna call it now? They're
Yep.
splitting it up. Each game is a different
Yep.
hero that you gotta fight. I
Yep.
don't know. I don't think so. Well, let's
You
see.
don't
We'll
think so?
see. I don't know, man. I don't know, but definitely looking forward to that. So we got, was it like 2 DC games coming out now? Well, potentially with Wonder Woman, but yeah, I don't know because
We'll
we
just
still
say one's
got. Well, we
coming
got
out.
Gotham. We have Gotham Knights, I think, right? We still have Gotham Knights, and then we
Yep.
have. Oh
This
man,
one.
yeah, this one, and then we have a few other. We have. There's like one more I think I'm missing, but
Mm-mm. I
yeah,
think it's just those two, right?
I don't know, but we got a handful of them coming out, which is always fun. I always like that, but definitely still looking forward to that Marvel MMO in like 5 years, or whatever. So
Excuse me.
but
Anyways,
Dune Spice Wars. Now
did we?
we were
Did you
kind of
call this Ricky? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
we were
you.
we were talking about this.
Yeah.
Well, no, because remember we were going over the gaming news
Mm-hmm.
for like a week or two ago, and they were talking. Yeah, no, it was last week, and there was info about Dune MMO though. I was not expecting a
That's right.
4X real time strategy game because I was talking to Inkin about this,
Mm-hmm.
and then because he was like, "Did you call this out, Ricky?" And I
Yes,
said,
it
"No,
was.
it was a MMO. It was an MMO because I remember talking about this, and so I was like, wait." Is this the MMO? And it says no, it's a 4X game. And then 4X is exploration, expansion, exterminate, something like that. But it's kind of like in the realm of like Civ 6, I'm imagining, or like humankind. So
Mm-hmm.
this piqued
Now
my
we're
interest
interested.
because I'm a strategy nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one definitely, man. But
Control
it's
the
real
spice.
time. It's a real time strategy 4X game. That's typically turn based. So I don't know if that's
Well, it's
4X
early
real time
access
strategy
too.
games. Yeah. So
Hmm.
hmm I know that has been I don't know, man. That looks pretty interesting. Yeah, like I'm definitely gonna check that one out when I get the chance to, because that looks like that can be
Especially
my thing.
because you're
And
gonna choose like your faction.
yeah,
Hmm.
you won't see I will you won't see me on the podcast anymore. Just playing that game, man.
Unless it
That's
sucks.
all my content's are gonna be like Dune Spice Wars if that game's good. If you make a solid 4X game, man, I'm there, dude. I'll put so many hours into that. Cause I play like not sure if everyone knows, but I play like a lot of like EU4, which yeah, it's real time, and then Civ 6, Civ 5. I
The
played
nerd
that,
games.
Humankind, Endless Legends, Endless Space, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll play the nerd games. So this is up my alley, and I'm like, ooh,
Better be able to
it's
name our
kind
own
of
spice.
interesting. I think they kind of like with Dune. They know, hey man, their audience right there, because that's
Well,
like as
like
nerdy as
literally
it
what the
gets,
first
man.
comment says.
A Dune 4X strategy game. That's as nerdy as it gets, bro.
Well,
Like that's
like what the first comment said in the video is slowly, Dune's getting the attention that they deserve, and it's like that movie was
hmm
really good, and like if they start to like throw out stuff that's good quality, I'm all for it. Sign me up,
hmm Yeah.
especially if it
So
looks
I'm not
beautiful.
sure if that means that the MMO is kind of scrapped or if that's another thing. Because I know that was kind of like a back and forth thing. So maybe they're like, yeah, we'll do a 4X game. So I don't know. I don't know what's the plan. I'm not sure if it's different developers because I believe, no, it's Funcom.
Yeah, it's fun come.
Yeah. So,
Well, I
maybe
mean,
we
if
got it
it's a
wrong. Maybe
rumor,
we
they
got it right.
probably tricked you and
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, we're making an MMO."
Yeah,
Psych.
we're making an MMO and
We're
psych.
making
No,
something
this is way
else
better for
really
me.
nerdy.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, man. You ain't gonna hear a peep from me. You ain't gonna hear a peep from me. But yeah. Next game though, another sci-fi. Again, like I said, sci-fi coming back, man. We haven't had a lot of sci-fi in recent years. It's coming back. We got Star Trek Resurgence.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I know because this is again a Telltale game. Again, I don't know why you would do two sci-fi games like this right out of the game, right out of the gate. I don't know. I just picking up these IPs, man. I don't know if they can make back the money. I don't know. I don't know. What you think this is a fatal mistake, fan? What do you think?
Yeah,
Because
like
I think this is.
especially because they're both oof, pretty similar.
I mean, not to
like they're.
insult the
I'm trying
expanse
not
in
to,
Star Trek, but
spit on the
it's
Star Trek
sci-fi. It's
community, because Star Wars is better.
you got a
But
Star Wars shill here, so don't listen to him.
where's the Star Wars? That would be biased. Anyways, I don't know. I just don't see any need for this. Like Star Trek,
Yeah, you think
I'm
so?
kind of tired of Star Trek to be honest. But
Really?
I'm trying not
I don't
to
know.
upset half the
The
world. Like, just go watch the
everyone.
show. I don't know. I don't want
It's
this.
it's an interesting choice though for coming spring 2022. I
Ooh.
don't know when the Expanse one's coming out, but I think they're probably coming. I don't know.
Imagine
I
they
just feel
come out
like
the same
who knows?
day.
I feel like that's kind of like too similar.
Mm.
Like I don't know. Like it's kind of a risky move that I feel like they shouldn't be making. I don't know who's in charge over there, but it's not a smart move in my opinion. In my opinion, I don't know anything about business in terms of like getting games sold. But man, like I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. I don't think they're changing or fixing their mistakes. because that's what that's what made them, go bust in the first place. Is they picked up too many IPs, they weren't making the money back. It just kind of the games were playing too similar, and then it was just
What if they're
downhill from
thinking
there.
like that time was a fluke? It's like, no, 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 no. It was just a fluke. We're gonna get some more IPs, and then they're
Yeah.
gonna tank it again.
I just don't know how they can make the money back from picking up. Like, I mean, like Star Trek's more popular, I would say, than like The Expanse, but still, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're spending a pretty penny just to put these characters into the game, and I just don't know how big The Expanse. I know Star Trek has a big following, but The Expanse, I don't know if it's enough for people to pick up the game. I don't know.
It's not.
We'll see if we're wrong when, 2 years from now.
We won't be.
They put up the the sign like, all right, we're out of money. But yeah, I don't know.
Just make a new IP. I don't know why they're so scared to like do their own thing.
I don't know. I mean, because they're kind of known for like making storylines like this and stuff. So, but I don't know. Yeah, sci-fi is pretty popular. We haven't even gone through all the games that were shown off. These are just some of the games we were interested in talking about, or that seemed kind of interesting to maybe bring to the podcast. But there was like a couple other sci-fi games being shown off and everything too, and it's just like sci-fi. It's gonna be a tough crowd to break into. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's like you just gotta hope that they can pick up enough
good
people.
2022 and plus.
Yeah, for all the nerds out there, man, it's gonna be there for sci-fi. But yeah, so the last one that I want to talk about though, because again, another kind of like sci-fi thing, Arc Raiders.
I don't remember.
What do you think,
one.
man?
I don't know.
Kind of got like an 80s retro like sci-fi to it, like a feel.
Oh, this
like,
one. Is this the one with the interesting song choice?
Yeah, well, we can't play it or to listen. It could have been. But yeah, this one, so it's from what I understand, it's a free-to-play cooperative third-person game. Free-to-play. So definitely we can check this out.
I think it is. I'm going to fast forward it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This one is, me and Mercedes were talking about this. Like, why they choose a song that has nothing to do with the game? And like that
it reminds me a lot of Star Wars Battlefront 2, the new one that kind of flops because but it kind of reminded me of that, the gameplay wise. When like you saw him like jumping around and stuff, that's what it kind of reminded me of. Like,
I mean, I guess, but I mean, it's not a far stretch.
Or like the movement, like the third person camera movement kind of reminded me of that.
I don't know.
But go ahead.
It could have just been the song because I remember. Yeah, the song where you're like, what the heck is, like, why? And then I don't know if I want to shoot robots, but the gameplay is interesting and it's free, so it's like you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, it's free. Definitely gonna give it a try. Probably we'll show it off on stream, see if like everyone's interested. But
like, give me those customizations.
So I'm not sure if they're robots or aliens. They just say that that they come from outer space and they're arcs. So I'm not sure if they're alien space robots, alien robots, space aliens. No,
the dinosaurs from
what? It's Ark Survival. This is a spin-off series. No, but yeah, definitely interesting. That's a cooperative third-person game, and so I don't know what's the angle here in terms of, is it just you just shoot stuff? Is it like kind of like, let's say, a Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood thing? You kind of just go around the map doing objectives, trying to survive. Is it more coordinated where it's like, or I'm sorry, not coordinated, like kind of like an open world thing, or what, like survival kind of thing? Like we don't have too much info. It is coming to Steam, so I will pick it up probably for PC most likely.
Yeah, it is like again, like what that guy said, it is old school sci-fi.
Yeah.
But like if it has customization, make your own person, maybe pick up like different like helmets that give you armor or something. But other than that, I don't know if I'm too interested. Again, but it's free, so I'll try it.
Free to play, monetization. I hope it's not egregious.
Pay to
I
win
don't know.
confirmed.
That would kill it if it's super egregious. If most likely, I'm thinking it's going to be cosmetics.
Hmm.
I really don't know how they would plan to monetize it in terms of like in-game gear
Hmm.
or guns or like what's the whole deal here? Because free to play, they definitely have to make their money back, especially with it looks pretty good. I like it. I think it looks really good.
Hmm.
So I really wonder how they're gonna make all that money back.
Yeah.
That's something that has me kind of again, free to play is always a hit or miss because usually it's it's a freemium model, or if it's a pay to win thing, it just sometimes free to play crashes and burns, man, and it chokes on its own greed in a way because it's like they try to like get too much money out of you, and sometimes I'd rather just pay $20 to play the game than have to go through all these egregious, monetization policies that they
I agree.
implement in some of these games, man.
I agree.
So definitely interesting choice that they made it free to play. So we're gonna have to see, because if it's like free to play and you pay for like add-ons or DLC or something, then I'm usually not too against that. But again, it's like I really don't know. I don't know about that. But what's your overall take, Fen?
I mean, 100% with you on this, on like everything. So it could be good, but shooting robots, I don't know if that's gonna be stale after a while,
Hmm.
especially if they're all
Yeah,
kind of
because
like samey.
what was that game called? It was now I can't remember. It was like based in Sweden or something, and it just flopped. It was like you're
Hmm.
fighting aliens. You're like supposed to be kind of like a freedom fighter kind of thing,
Hmm.
and then it flopped, and the people didn't like it, and you're supposed to I don't remember what it was, but it kind of reminded me of that. But I think it's from the people who who were at Dice. I think this one, if I remember correctly, with Arc Raiders, they were like
Dice.
let me look that up.
Didn't they make Battlefield?
Yeah, maybe that's why. Yeah, X Dice devs, new game and co-op PvE. Yeah, sci-fi shooter. Okay, yeah. So that's why I got that kind of feel, because X Dice devs. So
So
I
it's
don't
gonna
know,
suck.
man.
Sorry,
If it was
that's
published
me.
by
That's
Dice,
me.
then well, I don't know, but that's definitely one we're gonna keep up on. But I think we kind of rambled on for enough.
Yeah,
You want me to do the little spiel, little spiel?
yeah, I like your spiel.
But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed what we talked about today. Any of the games interest you, let us know. Always love to talk about games, kind of like, thoughts and everything. So feel free to stick around, of course, if you're listening to this live right now, that you can hang out with us while we play some Halo and keep talking about the games, keep the conversation going. As well as if, you're listening to this on YouTube or however you get your podcast, we would very much appreciate, liking, commenting, doing all the good stuff to help promote our stuff. Share it, of course. We'd really appreciate it. If you are interested and want to know when we do go live, feel free to follow our Instagram at Past the Pop Culture, or our Twitter, again, Past the Pop Culture on pretty much everything. Make sure to, follow, subscribe, whatever it is. Very much appreciated, of course. And I think now we're going to be kind of just signing off here.